What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bekah as part of my Does It Suck series. After numerous requests, I have decided to restart my Does It Suck series for Borderlands 2 because it was pretty popular and I enjoyed doing it. Now, one weapon that was requested over and over again was the Bekah, and that is because some people do not know how powerful the Bekah can actually be. The Bekah is a Pearlescent Jakobs assault rifle from the second Ultimate Vault Hunter upgrade pack. That's the one that included Digistruct Peak. Now, this particular weapon, aside from looking awesome with its cool purple skin, has a very unique firing pattern. If I fire it here, you can see that one bullet goes out pretty quickly, and then three bullets come a little distance from the player and then speed up and spread out horizontally, catching up to where the first bullet went eventually. And that makes this weapon very ammo efficient because you're basically getting 4 bullets per trigger pull, and each trigger pull is only costing you 1 ammo. Assault rifles also have a very deep ammo pool. Now, some things to note about this weapon is that it can have a very heavy recoil, which can be a little bit difficult to manage. Obviously, being a Jakobs weapon, it has increased critical hit damage, and it fires as quickly as you can pull the trigger, like most Jakobs weapons do. Not all of them do that, but most of them do. And up to a point. Obviously, it does have a maximum fire rate, but you won't reach that. Or at least I won't in this video. I could fire it a little bit quicker if I was using my mouse, but I'm using my controller today. And I'm also using my trigger hand to also push down my push to talk button. So I could be firing it a little bit quicker than I am right now, but I'm still going to try to fire it pretty quickly for, testing purposes here in this video. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Oops, I tried to buy sniper ammo. What I needed was assault rifle ammo. That's a habit there that I always go for the sniper rifle ammo first. And we're going to see how the Bekah does. Now, I should also go over that I am using it with a legendary killer class mod. I'm going to use a Bone of the Ancients as opposed to a Jakobs Allegiance Relic, which could definitely help manage the recoil, but I'm just going to go for the cooldown rate for more deception in this case. And I'm also going to be using an antagonist shield and a longbow slag transfusion grenade for survivability. Now, this is the skill build that I will be using. You'll notice that I have no points in velocity, and that's because I want those extra pellets to come and spawn as close to me as possible so that the effective range isn't something unreasonable, and I can get those extra bullets to come pretty much at the right distance to fight and engage enemies at. Obviously, this weapon can perform very, very well with Bore due to the fact that it has multiple projectiles and the way that Bore actually works. It can end up spawning those multiple projectiles multiple times, and you'll notice that when I have enemies bored up or lined up for Bore in this particular video, that it will wreck them pretty damn quickly. So we'll just try to work through all these enemies in a effective manner here, and we'll see how this weapon actually performs. Obviously, being non-elemental, you don't have to switch it up when you're taking on shields, and that's pretty cool. But you don't get the bonus from the Bone of the Ancients that you sometimes would, and that's it definitely hurts a little bit. If there was a non-elemental Bone of the Ancients, that would be really, really cool, but there is not. However, this weapon definitely doesn't need an elemental bonus to wreck enemies very, very easily. Make sure slag's on this guy here, I guess. Now we have just a few more enemies to take out up here. And you can see that it's ripping up these enemies pretty damn quickly. Now, I don't want to go into full rant mode here, but some people had asked why I haven't done this series yet for Borderlands the pre-sequel. And that is because Borderlands the pre-sequel is currently devoid of a tangible difficulty mode. And, this for the same reason that I didn't do this series for True Vault Hunter mode in Borderlands 2, other than the fact that I hadn't started my channel yet, I don't want to do this series and test weapons when literally anything can kill anything. It just seems kind of foolish and asinine to actually do that. True Vault Hunter mode really isn't difficult enough to make a decision on whether a gun is good or bad, because anything is going to kill anything pretty quickly, and True Vault Hunter mode is just kind of a waste of everyone's time. And so I guess once Ultimate Vault Hunter mode is finally released, that is when we could start a series similar to this for Borderlands the pre-sequel. However, as it stands currently, I do not enjoy True Vault Hunter mode. It is a complete waste of my time. Not quite as big a waste of my time as the tutorial mission was for Borderlands the pre-sequel, which I almost found insulting to some degree. Obviously, they knew that most people who would be buying Borderlands the pre-sequel had played Borderlands 2, or at least some video game ever, and they actually have a method to detect whether or not you had already played Borderlands 2, and they actually, go and look to see if you have a save file for the game. And so I don't understand why they couldn't have used that and just given you an option to skip the tutorial. But, they decided to make us play through the tutorial again, both in normal and True Vault Hunter mode, both of which are complete asinine waste of time in my opinion. But, whatever. It just seems like, they knew how popular Ultimate Vault Hunter mode and overpower levels were in Borderlands 2. That's what kept people playing this game for so damn long. It just seems like it was foolish and kind of mean to release Borderlands the pre-sequel without Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. If you'll read on their forum, they said that it's much requested, Ultimate Vault Hunter mode is. Well, yeah, duh. Because without it, the game's really not that fun. But, whatever. I don't want to rant too hard about it, but that's why I have not yet done any, weapon test or gear test in Borderlands the pre-sequel yet, because as of right now, it's just kind of worthless. There's really no need to do such. At least that's my feeling on it. You guys may disagree. There may be some people who really like True Vault Hunter mode out there and stuff, but it just seems like True Vault Hunter mode is for the people who think that run rules should exist in Little League Baseball, and that fat people should get handicap spots, and that think government assistance is a really cool thing and stuff like that. That kind of people that I imagine really enjoy True Vault Hunter mode. And if that offends you, I'm sorry. But, I'm an elitist. It's the way it's been. It's the way it's always been. The way it's always going to be. My channel's always been like that. If you don't like it, tough luck, I guess. Watch something else. There are plenty of channels that will baby and coddle you and tell you that consoles are swell and stuff like that. However, on this particular channel, I'm not going to fucking lie to you, and I'm going to tell you my opinions. I'm not here to pretend that I have the most neutral stance in the world on everything just to gain subscribers. That is not my style. I didn't start this channel to be a pussy, and yeah, I'm not going to do it. So, if my opinions offend some people, I really don't give a fuck. That's why I have opinions. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on now. As you can see, the Bekah is doing pretty damn well. It's ripping these things up pretty quickly. Like I said, it could be doing even better if I was using a mouse and really firing quickly, or if I wasn't trying to use my push-to-talk button as I do this. I could really concentrate on fanning that trigger, but as you can see, it still rips things up very, very quickly. Damn barrels. That's another thing they brought back in Borderlands pre-sequel that is just fucking asinine. They took slag away, a great mechanic that adds depth to the game, and they kept barrels, which I assume are for idiots, or who the fuck likes barrels? No one likes barrels. Barrels are fucking stupid. We need barrels. A whole bunch of fucking barrels everywhere. They don't even make sense. Who just keeps a barrel of electricity? That's not a thing. It's not even real. It's just fucking stupid. Anyway, talking about how much Borderlands pre-sequel irritates me has irritated me. And maybe I'll just make a full rant video on, all the things that irritate me about the current state of Borderlands pre-sequel. Bekah probably deserved better than me ranting about what is a currently shitty unfinished game instead of talking about how glorious the Bekah is. But, Borderlands pre-sequel really irritated me, so I apologize for that. Kind of. Alright, so we're almost done working through these guys here. And as you can see, the Bekah performed very, very admirably. It ripped everything we came across up pretty damn quickly. So the answer to does it suck regarding the Bekah is a resounding no. Again, I'm going to give you a quick look at my skill build and gear real quick. The Bekah is actually probably one of the best, if not the very best, assault rifle in the game. The only other assault rifles that can really hold a candle to it are kind of the Lead Storm in specific scenarios and the Hail, which is also very, very powerful. However, the Bekah is my pick for the top assault rifle in Borderlands 2. So as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that as well. Otherwise, I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.